Problem 12, it says give one negative and one positive coterminal angle for each given measurement. And they gave us 15 pi over 4. We got to figure out where 15 pi over 4 is here on this unit circle. Well, if you think about this, we know we start here at 0 degrees or at 0 pi or whatever you want to say. Start here at 0. And if I go a full rotation around in radians, that's 2 pi. Well, how many pi is this? Well, let's just change this guy for a second. 15 pi over 4. 4 goes in there 3 whole times with 3/4 pi left over. So it's gone 2 pi, almost 4 pi, not quite, has it? Hadn't quite gotten to that 4 pi. It's a fourth short. Well, we know here's a half, so a fourth. So the guy's hitting right here. This is where it's hitting. Right at this spot here. There's 15 pi over 4. Again, I know it's 3 3/4 pi, so I've gone 2. There would be 3. Here would be 3.5, and then there another fourth. So there's 3 3/4. 15 pi over 4. That's its location. You and I want a positive and a negative coterminal. A coterminal just means that we're pointing in this direction right here. Now, I can normally, we talk in degrees. I could spin 360 degrees this way or spin back 360. But since we're in radians, what is the same as 360 degrees? What is a full rotation around? Well, we already said 2 pi. So if we want another positive, if I wanted, what I could do is from this 3 3/4, I could add 2 pi, I could subtract 2 pi. I'm just going to subtract 2 pi from it. If I subtract 2 pi from it, that's obviously 1 3/4 pi. So this could be 1 3/4 pi, though we don't like to write it that way. We want it as an improper. So 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7. So this is the same as 7 pi over 4. There would be a positive one. Now we could have added 2 and gotten 5 3/4. And again, the way I also changed this mixed number into an improper fraction, I did the 4 times the 1 plus the 3, which gave me the 7/4. Since I'm dealing with fourths, and I have a whole, I know I got 4/4, plus the 3 more makes 7/4. That's what we're really doing. So it's 7 pi over 4. Now to go negative, I need the answer to be negative. So what I'm going to have to do if I'm facing here is I'm going to have to spin a 360 and then another one to get back. So I've already subtracted 2 pi. I need to subtract another 2 pi from this. Or in other words, take away 4 pi from 3 3/4. Well, if you have $3.75 and somebody takes $4 away, you're in the hole a quarter. So you're in the hole a fourth, which in this case is negative pi over 4. And you should recognize when we look at this, if you start at 0 and you have to move back here, you're just moving back a fourth pi, or pi over 4. You're moving back a fourth pi, which means you're negative pi over 4 is where you're located. Again, there's all types of ways of identifying this location right here. Here's 2 of them, plus the 15 pi over 4, and we could just keep adding 2 pi's or subtracting 2 pi's, and we would still be facing the same direction. That's what coterminal means. It's facing the same direction. No matter how many times you have to spin to get to it, it's facing right in this direction, which in this case is exactly a southeast direction, right in the dead center. So there's 2 answers for you for problem number 12.